Good morning, student. Today we are starting the remaining part of the lesson cell structure and microorganisms. In previous part, we have learned about what is a cell, what is the structure and function of the different components of the cell. Microorganisms. Microorganisms are present everywhere in the air, in the water, in the soil, in food, sewage, garbage, and also in the bodies of plants, animals, and humans. Some living singly, for example, amoeba, paramecium, while some live in colonies. Microorganisms are smaller than 100 micrometers in size. They are observed only under microscope. Growth of microorganisms. Microorganisms require specific environment for growth and reproduction. During adverse conditions, microorganisms form a thick covering or a cyst around themselves and remain dormant. On return of favorable conditions, they come out of the protective covering to continue with their life. Useful microorganisms. Some microorganisms carry out decomposition of waste material and convert it into fertilizers. Farm waste, human excreta, wet garbage, etc. are used in biogas plant to produce biogas and fertilizer with the help of microbes. Microorganisms in the soil and the roots of leguminous plant convert atmospheric nitrogen into its compound. Due to them, soil fertility increases and the protein content of the pulses also increases. Microbes produce milk products like curds, butter, buttermilk, cheese, paneer, etc. from the milk. These microorganisms helps to convert the milk into the yogurt. With the help of process of bacterial fermentation, alcohol, bread, acetic acid, citric acid, lactic acid, vitamins, antibiotics are produced. Fermentation. Fermentation is a chemical process of conversion of carbon compounds into the another type by the action of microorganisms. During the process of fermentation, heat, some gases, and carbon dioxide are evolved. In the process of fermentation, the volume of material rises. Thus, this reaction is used in the production of various common foodstuffs. For example, in the process of making bread, in batter of idli and dosa, dough, fruit juices, etc. Antibiotics and vaccines. Antibiotics cure diseases like tuberculosis, typhoid, cholera, etc. Domestic animals are also given antibiotic treatment against various diseases. Plant diseases are controlled with the help of antibiotics. Vaccines that gives immunity against a particular disease is also produced with the help of microbes. Harmful microorganisms. When some microbes grow in the food, they produce toxic compounds called enterotoxins. These toxins make the food poisonous. If such spoiled food is consumed, it results into vomiting and loose motions. A round layer of white scum or black particles on the food is an indication of fungal growth. It grows quickly on the moist and stale food. Some microorganisms also grow on the body of human and animals and also on the plant, and they leads to the plant diseases and human skin diseases. Infection of some bacteria and viruses leads to different diseases. For example, cough, cold, fever, throat infection, etc. Pathogens. Pathogens are disease producing microorganisms. Pathogens are present in water bodies contaminated with sewage and dirt. They are also in the food left uncovered in unhygienic conditions. The food contaminated with houseflies or contaminated water, if consumed, can cause various diseases of alimentary canal like typhoid, cholera, hepatitis, gastro, etc. Many pathogens are released in air when a patient having an infection of respiratory tract sneezes or cough. A healthy person contracts such infections through pathogens. When there are garbage, drains, stagnant water, mosquito gets breeding ground. Through the bite of female mosquito, different types of microbes enter the body. That is, pathogens entered in the body through contaminated food, contaminated water, air, and bite of mosquitoes, that is, through insects. Student, what we have learned in this video? We learned all about the microorganisms. What are microorganisms? Occurrence and growth of microorganisms, useful microorganisms, harmful microorganisms, and pathogens.